Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third grade. My name is Mrs. Nixon. I am so excited to be here with you and to support you as you become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. This morning, I was reading in the National Geographic, the 101 inventions that shaped the world. I was just reading all about the invention of television. Wow, it is just amazing the things that we're able to do with TV. It's only been around for not even 100 years yet. Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing? Yet you and I, we can't imagine our worlds without television. And could you imagine having a teacher on TV helping to support you during a pandemic? I never imagined that either. But I'm so grateful for all of the inventions that have come along in my lifetime as well as in yours. Okay, boys and girls, I have some really exciting things. If you want to be able to read about inventions like that, there are so many places you can check them out, but two great ones are your county library. Go down and check out a book and you can read all about them. Or secondly, go online and check out a story through Sora. There are so many different things that you can check out online. Again, another fantastic invention, right? Okay, and then speaking of Sora, let's talk about, we always love to cheer on our schools here in Fresno Unified, those students who are just checking out books online, and we always tabulate who are our schools that are checking out, or the top checkout schools. So we're up to number 4 today, and our top school for number 4th place was Bullard Talent. So nice job. You guys are a K-8 school, so lots of students checking out lots of books, so great job with that. Now, if you're interested in having your school get up on our board, it's super easy. Just go on Sora, check out a book, and maybe tell a few classmates or friends at your school. The more who check out, the higher your numbers are on our board. So keep up that good work. Now, the last thing that I always want to make sure that I talk about are our activity books, especially as we are getting into these colder months. I'm always looking for something fun to do at home so that I can keep my mind busy. Now, there are some great puzzles and word searches and activities that are in here. You just need to send me a note to the address that is on your screen below, and I'll make sure that one of these activity books gets put in the mail to you. But don't forget to include your address so I know where to send it. Now, in that note, it's up to you as to what you want to tell me about. Maybe you've got a book that you've just read and you'd like to share with me what the name of that book is, or if you want to share it with the other 3rd graders, I'll make sure that I share it on air, or just tell me something that you've been learning. All right, let's get started this morning. I have 3 things that we're going to go through today. We've got prefixes, we've got syllables, and we've got root words. Are you ready to start? Excellent. Let's warm up our brains by reading those high-frequency words. Remember, these are words that you come across often, so if you see one that's a little on the tricky side today, make sure you jot it down because you're responsible for your learning, and I want to make sure that you are super successful. Okay, let's read them together. Of, off, one, once, only, open, other, or, out, hour. Nicely done. Okay, I have 2 of them today. One and once. So once is O-N-C-E and one is O-N-E. All right, let's use these in a sentence. Help me out. Let's read them together. So we have, I have only been to Canada, and I have only request this morning. Okay, I have only been to Canada, do I say 1? No, that doesn't make any sense. I would say I've only been there once. I have only 1 request this morning. Nicely done, 3rd grade. Excellent. Okay, let's start talking about some of our syllables that are here. I want to just kind of go over them. We're looking for the spelling pattern, and that spelling pattern this week that we're focusing on is that vowel consonant E. And that E on the end is actually helping to that vowel say its name, make it a long vowel sound. Not always, but most of the time. And so we're training our brain. So I have a couple of words that we're going to look at today. I have this word here, and if I didn't know how to say that word, I could chunk it into syllables to help me read it. So to do that, I highlighted all of my vowels. So you're going to see all my vowels in red. And then I'm looking right here, and what do I see? I see that vowel consonant E at the end. So I know that that vowel is going to say the long vowel sound, and I know that they're going to stay together in a syllable. So you can see where I've actually cut this into 2 syllables. So now I've chunked it so that I can sound it out a little easier. So let's sound it out. Costume. Put it together. Costume. Nicely done. Did you see how we did that? Okay, let's do it again. If this is a word that I'm not really sure what this word means, but I'm looking for chunks, an easy chunk to look for is that vowel consonant E at the end, so that I know that this is my final syllable. And so then I'm going to break apart my syllables, and I've got define, define. How did I know that this had the long E? Do you remember that from before? That's right, when we have an open syllable, it's going to have that long vowel sound. So define is our word. Nicely done. Okay, let's talk about prefixes. We've got 3 of them that we're working on this week. So actually, I'm going to move them over just a little bit so we can talk about them first. I've got, these are just these 3, they're just chunks of letters, or a group of letters that are added to the beginning of the word that change its meaning. So we've got miss, which means bad or wrong, pre, which means before, and dis, that means not. Now, what am I going to add those to? I'm going to add them to a base word. And a base word is just a word that can stand all on its own. It makes sense. We don't have to add anything to it. So what do we have today? We have fire, view, and able. Those are all words that stand by themselves. Now, watch what happens. If I put miss, which is bad or wrong, if I have a misfire, now that just means that if I was doing target practice, that would just mean that maybe my gun didn't shoot. It had a misfire. And then if I had pre, which means before, and I put pre with view, now my new word is preview, and pre is going to tell me that it happens before, so I'm viewing something beforehand. I might want to preview a video before I show it to my students. And then able means that it's something that it's doable, I'm able to do it. But if I put dis, which means not, then I'm simply telling you I am not able to do it. Okay, what might this look like in practice? Let's go through and do a little practice together. So here are a bunch of words that I've written on tabs up at the top, and you're going to help me put them where they belong. So here is kind of what our definition of our word, but we're going to use those prefixes to help us out. So if I'm looking for to view before, that's something we just talked about. What was that word? To view before, what would I say? Would I say prepay, distrust, misuse, preview? Oh, you guys are so good. Yes, we're going to preview it. So preview means that I'm going to view before. How about to use wrongly? To use wrongly. Well, what would it be? You got it, misuse. That means I'm not using it correctly. I'm going to misuse something. How about to not trust? If I don't have trust for someone, what would I say? Disagree? No. How about distrust? That's right. What does dis mean? Dis means not. So that's my clue. Good. How about to pay before? I want to prepay. Good job. And my last one, not agree, means I'm going to disagree. What does dis mean again? It means not. Nicely done. All right, now this bottom part, we're looking for those vowel consonant E syllable patterns. So help me out to find them. Do we see them here? So it says read each pair of words, underline the word that has the vowel consonant E pattern, and circle the letters that make that pattern. So we've got pancake or plan. Which one has the vowel consonant E? You got it. It's right here. It's pancake. And what are the letters that we're looking for? We're looking for that vowel consonant E at the end. Good. How about rename or replay? Do you see that vowel consonant E? Yes, right here, rename. And what's the vowel consonant E? Let's circle them. You guys are doing great. All right, let's do one more. So we've got waken and awake. Oh, I've got an E. Oh, that's right, it's not in the right spot. I want the E at the end. Good. So here it is. And I know that AKE is my vowel consonant E. All right, I've got enough time. Let's do one more. Better or beside? Yes, beside is my word, and the IDE is my syllable. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to finish up today looking at root words. Now, a root word really helps us understand what a word that we might not be that familiar with. So a root word is the simplest form of a word, and it doesn't have any prefixes or suffixes that are added to it, and we can help us understand what that root word is. So let's look at this sentence. Its design can give us ideas for other inventions. Inventions. Okay, so if I look at the word inventions, what might be my root word? Is it shuns, intions, or invent? You got it. It's invent. And invent simply means that you're going to create something new. Okay, so if I know what invent is, can that help me figure out what inventions means? Absolutely, because invent means I'm going to create something new, so the inventions are the new creations, just like what we were doing when we were looking at our magazine this morning about the 101 great inventions that shaped our world. So fantastic. Boys and girls, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me today as you're getting ready. I love that we got to go through our prefixes, our syllables, and finish off a little bit with our root words. Make sure as you're reading, see if you can find some of those and figure out, what do those words actually mean? Be a detective. It's awesome, a little wordplay. So remember, because you are responsible for your learning success, make sure that you listen, ask questions, and share your ideas, because together we can do so much more. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow so we can continue our learning. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
A brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.